Oh, got him, got him. All right, what have we got here? Got something decent here, I think. We had some pinfish biting it, but I think this is something a little better than that. Let's see what we've got here. All right, something good here. Could be our little redfish already. Little redfish. This is what we're targeting today is redfish. Like to get a little bit bigger, but let's get him back. This was our first cast over here next to this bank. It's got some sand right up against the bank, then it moves off to some grass flats. So it's early in the morning, so it's a nice fish. First fish. Nice little redfish. He's got 2 spots on one side. Got the standard 1 spot on the other. Let's go ahead and get him back. All right, got him. All right, so here we are in St. Joe Bay. This is our second fish of the day. We're just going after some redfish today. It's early October or late September, and we're seeing if we can't get that redfish run. Man, well, this was unexpected. This is a little gag grouper here in 2 feet of water. We're sort of at the mouth of the bay, and these will come in close to the shore in the cooler weathers, but well, that's a nice little grouper. It's just obviously too little. Well, I love these groupers. They've got some really nice patterns to them, kind of geometric patterns to them. Well, let's get him back and let him grow bigger. Now I'm using live shrimp with this popping cork here, and this is a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, and this is a kale hook. And you know, the way I hook the shrimp is I like to go through the head just in front of this two black spots. It'll make for a nice hold on your shrimp, and he'll move a little more naturally. And then to work this with this live shrimp, you really don't have to do a lot. And as you can tell, it's real choppy today. So that shrimp, whoa, look at that, all around my cork there. That shrimp is going to be bobbing up and down just naturally from the waves, but you can give it a pop every once in a while. Just also to kind of make sure your line is tight. All right, here he is. Here he is. Man, I have found a nice little spot. So far I've caught a small redfish, a small gag grouper. This is staying down decently well. Let's see what we can get. It's another grouper. That's a catfish. 3 casts and 3 different fish. Here's another hardhead catfish. We're definitely going to get him back. Doing great. Oh, here he is, y'all. I got him. All right, this is a bigger shrimp, and I was trying to kind of get it over here. Looks like there's a hole over there, and I was just letting this cork kind of drift over there with the wind, and I think we've got something decent. He's kind of heading out to deeper water. Maybe it's our nice redfish. I'm not sure. It's not really going down like a catfish. Yeah, no, it's a decent redfish. Yeah, here we go. Look at this redfish. Look how white and clear this redfish is. A lot of times they're a lot more bronze and a lot more orange, but here in this real clear water, they're a little more silvery. All right, he's right at 18. I'm gonna go ahead and let him back. Beautiful silvery redfish, 2 dots on him. Let's get him back. Oh, here he is again, y'all. Oh man, I'm pretty much getting a fish every cast here. And this is just such a nondescript looking spot. There's not much grass, but let's see what we've got here. Another redfish, you know, kind of a small one, but nonetheless a redfish, and we're having a lot of fun. Nice little red. Let's get him back. All right, so what I've got going on now, I caught a little pinfish a second ago. I'm getting another fish. Whoa, here's a good one. And that's what's on this rod, and it's drifted pretty far out there. And I rigged up another popping cork with the tail hook and put a decent sized shrimp on it. And this didn't hit the water but more in a few seconds, and I've got another fish. Let's see what we've got this time. Well, he had a nice initial run, but then he kind of gave out on us. Another redfish. There you go, check him out. Another 10 or 12 inch or so redfish. Nice looking redfish. Let's get him back. All right, here we go. I think we may have gotten another pinfish. Yeah, pretty decent pinfish. I'm gonna kind of get him in the live well. In case we catch some more, we may use these for some bigger redfish if we can spot them, or kind of figure out where they are. Right now they're kind of too small for putting something like this out. Let's put him in the live well for a little bit later on. All right, so we've got that bigger pinfish in the live well, and I've got that smaller pinfish out there, just kind of hoping that'll attract a bigger redfish. But while that sits out there, I'm just going to kind of keep working this other popping cork with tail hook with some live shrimp and see if we can't keep catching these redfish. Okay, we got him. All right, this is on the pinfish. I'm assuming this is going to be a bigger redfish. Hopefully it's not a big catfish, but it's got some decent pull to it. I can feel the head shake. It doesn't feel like a typical catfish head shake. It's just a nice steady pull. A little bit of a head shake from time to time, so let's see what it is. It's a grouper. It's another grouper. I have been going offshore trying to catch these guys. Here they are in 2 feet of water. I mean, he's not big enough, but nonetheless, that is a gag grouper, a nice gag grouper. Wow, how cool is that, y'all? Gag grouper on a pinfish in 2 feet of water. He's about 16 inches. He needs to be 24 to keep, but we're gonna get him back. Oh, here he is. Oh man, here's a good one. Here's a good one. All right, yep, we're taking some drag out. Wasn't the liveliest shrimp in the bucket, but it's just kind of the one I grabbed and said, well, I'll give it a shot. You never know, do you? All right, let's see what we've got here. Yep, good redfish. All right, check him out. Check him out. Good redfish. I think he's going in the box. All right, look at those spots. Beautiful redfish. All right, he's 20 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the box. These are kind of my favorite eating redfish size. I don't like them too big. They're kind of harder to clean, a little more bloodline type in them, but these are, you know, really nice size eating redfish. Let's get him in the box. He's got 3 spots on that side, 3 on this side. Let's get him in the box and get our shrimp back out there. All right, so I got another pinfish, nice, kind of smaller one. So I'm gonna throw him back out like I did the other one. Maybe we'll get another grouper, maybe even a keeper. I just kind of hook them right, you know, in the back there. Kind of gives a nice secure hold. Doesn't seem to do too much damage to the pinfish. All right, while that's sitting, we'll go ahead and get our other popping cork out with our live shrimp. So what I've found and what I'm having luck with is, as you can see, we're along the bank, not too far, and we've got some grass flats, you know, pushing up onto some sand that's closer to the shore. And typically, you know, your trout and redfish are going to be in that grass. So I'm kind of concentrating on casting out here into the grass. And the wind is kind of pushing our corks away from us. So, oh, here we go. With this live shrimp, you don't even have to pay attention and work it. It kind of does its own thing. This is kind of a good one. But I'm also kind of letting the wind kind of take it away from me, kind of get it further away from the boat. This looks like a trout. Yeah, let's see. He's got to be 15. I'm not sure he's going to make it. All right, let's see if he's 15. Kind of don't think so. All right, yeah, he's just 14. So we'll go ahead and get him back. But a nice little trout. Oh, here he is. That was it. No, let's see what we got. Oh, man. All right, here's a good one, y'all. Man, here's a good one. Wow. He came and just snatched it. Well, we've already got our one keeper redfish. So if he's a redfish, we won't be able to keep him. Maybe it's a nice trout, but it's a good one. Another grouper. Check him out, another grouper. If they were just 8 or 10 inches longer, we'd be able to keep them. But let's get this one back. I don't know if you can see these pelicans. I was a little bit over here to the right a few minutes ago. And I think I hit my button on the trolling motor because I kind of lost my spot and was drifting into the shore. So I had to power up and come back, but I moved over here where I was seeing these birds work anyway. And yeah, they're just kind of diving down and grabbing stuff. They're a little bit further off, but you know, I'm kind of working these grass rights here. But you know, anytime you can find birds, mullet jumping, any kind of signs of life of things feeding on smaller fish, you're likely to find the predator fish going for those smaller fish as well. All right, here we got one. Man, I thought this was kind of like pinfish kind of going after this, but this is not a pinfish. I think it's another grouper. Yep, another little grouper. Another gag grouper. I don't know what number this is for the day, but I've definitely caught more gag grouper in this 2 and 3 foot of water than I have trout and redfish. But pretty fish. But let's get him back. Oh, here he is. I think this is pinfish again. Nope. Man, there's all kind of activity. I got something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know if he didn't know if he was hooked or what. Let's see. Well, I was seeing a lot of bait fish kind of jumping up around the cork as if something was chasing it. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, nice redfish again. Now this redfish is a little more orange than that couple others we got that were real silvery looking, but He's not big enough, plus we've already got our 1 per person limit anyway. We're gonna get him off the hook and get him back out. Another nice redfish. He kind of has a, I don't know if you can see this, kind of has a spot on his tail right there, at the end of his tail. You can see it on that side better. It's interesting. Okay, well, let's get this guy back. Oh, all right. I thought for sure this was a pinfish this last time, but I kind of kept just kind of working it, and we've got something good. I moved a little shallower. My trolling motor kind of quit holding for a second, so I just let us drift a little bit towards the shore because I really wasn't getting a whole lot but pinfish, a little deeper. But now that we've moved a little shallower, we got a decent hook up here. Feels like a redfish if I had to guess what it was. A nice one. Yeah, nice redfish. Another nice redfish. Which way are we going, redfish? Oh, 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 don't get in the engine. Oh man. All right. Oh yeah, that's the good redfish. It's a nice redfish. Maybe a little bigger than the one we have in the box already. Look at that one. Nice redfish. All right, let's get you off, buddy. Looks like he's same size as last one, 20 inches. But I don't know if you can see in the sun, he's got some pretty purple on his back there. I don't know if you can see that in the sun. Let's go ahead and get him back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head on back. It's getting a little windy, and you know, we've caught a lot of fish already today. We caught several nice redfish and a lot of smaller ones and those gag grouper. Just kind of signaling that fall is here, and it's gonna be an exciting next couple months here in the bay. But if you like this style of fishing where I give you on the water action as well as give you my tips and techniques for finding and catch fish, I would certainly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It really helps go a long way to help me to continue to create these videos. So until next time, I hope to see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing.